For individuals undergoing inpatient treatment for drug and alcohol abuse, returning to the real world with its temptations and its toxic relationships and overall stress can easily derail recovery. Valley Hope of Grapevine emphasizes that healthy relationships after inpatient care are essential for ongoing success. And Paige sat down with a couple who understands how their mutual support has been crucial in helping them stay on the path of healing.
Tell me about the circumstances that led you here.
A lifetime of drinking casually, and then it turned into opiates and cocaine and almost any other drug you could think of, and it steadily spiraled out of control to where I was using every day, all day, and it was very painful. It was a second job, and I don't wish it on anybody. It was the most terrifying time in my life, I guess you'd say.
Can you describe the moment when you realized, I got to get help?
I looked up and, I kind of hopefully do what a lot of people do. I looked up and I said, God, why don't you help me? But I wasn't religious. I wasn't spiritual. I was nothing. I'd looked at both of my sons at 6:30 in the morning, and they had seen me using all night. And I mean, they didn't watch me all night, but they saw the after effects of it. And the look in their eyes was just devastating. And so coming here was the hardest and the best decision I'd ever made. I remember checking in at the front desk, and then I looked at her and I said, well, I guess this is my walk of shame. And she says, no, it's going to be your new walk of life.
What Valley Hope was able to do to put you on the right track. And unfortunately, though, when it comes to recovery, when you walk out this door, that's not the end of the recovery process. With regards to recovery, when you walk out this door, that doesn't mean the end of your journey. It's actually kind of a beginning in some ways. And that's where you came in. And I can see you getting emotional right now just hearing his story. You did not meet your husband until after he had finished treatment.
Yes, and that was very hard to understand because I didn't know anything about AA. Like I said, but I learned how to help him, be patient, love him, and it's just like, I don't think you can do this if you don't love somebody the way I love him. It's a lot of patience. How
important has this relationship been to you?
Oh, it's everything.
Recovery?
Yes, everything. It's, I kind of want to touch on when walking out these doors for the first time too. Your whole world speeds up, because when you're in here, you're in a treatment center, you're safe. But once you walk out those doors, it's a new sense of freedom and despair, I guess you'd say. It's scary, because you got all the decisions that you can make out there. And then I think the most remarkable thing about this whole journey has been my wife, Jalix, has been there for me. And when you have that unconditional love and somebody backing you that not necessarily understands it at the beginning, but is willing to understand it and willing to grow through with you, it's huge. I mean, I don't think I'd be sober without her. And I always wondered what that meant, and she's a miracle that I have her in my life. And it's also, it's a miracle that one person can change. I thought I was alone and didn't think I could change, but, being with Valley Hope and, people here, they care.
So I just stay, and it's kind of like every day for him was every day for me too, hoping he just get better. And when you see that person changing little by little, but changing, and he want to change, it's kind of like, okay, I'm going to stay. I'm going to be there. He need me, that's what I thought. He need me, I think. And I love him, and I stay and just continued my journey with him.
Well, it's been a pretty remarkable journey, for sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much for sharing your story.
Yes, ma'am.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
To learn more about treatment options, go to valleyhope.org.